Thấy. Đấy. Đấy hai kìa.
Tại tụi chị cái team của chị đang racing mà giờ đứa nào vô sao vô.
She's part of the wait.
I'm going to step away. The police in town, she got steps. They're going to walk and talk to someone. I know that, but she's trying to get to
What is that? They should let her eat. Give me that. Give my phone. Okay. You're welcome.
And radiate outward into our family, community, and community.
Therefore, I, John K. Jacob, Mayor of North Carolina, do hereby proclaim Friday, January 23rd, 2023, as a lawful day in the town of Kansas, and urge all residents to participate in this event or related events and recommit themselves to building a peaceful, respectful, and united community where all have the opportunity to thrive. Saturday, 23rd day of January, 1903.
And I do have one more presentation as you take in the journey with the steps of so many miles, so many steps through 10 states, and you're here now in Apex, North Carolina. What I would like to present to you, and it's my honor as a mayor, to present to you a golden shoe. As you have illuminated a journey that we all can be inspired by. So, not many people have these shoes, but it's my honor to present this to you on behalf of the town. Thank you for being a blessing. Stallard?
Thank you, Mayor Gilbert. I just want everybody just to take a few breaths and just look around. Look to your right and look to your left. Thank you for showing up tonight. Thank you for showing what hospitality looks like. Thank you for showing what unity and community looks like. Thank you for participating in with these among friends who have joined us, and what an example of peace they are bringing throughout our country. And we need it now more than ever before. Thank you, Apex, for participating in this momentous occasion. It is an honor and a privilege to be with you this evening. Blessings upon each of you, and blessings upon our Buddhist friends who have joined us this evening. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Ms. Owens. Councilwoman Sulu.
I also have some presents for this amazing peace walking march. We have some traditional Lunar New Year bread packets. I believe most of you celebrate the same Lunar New Year as our Chinese people. These are gifts from our Chinese community and Asian community that celebrate the Lunar New Year.
Sheriff Willie Rowe.
Good evening. At this time, I'd like to present the Wake Sheriff's accommodation. It reads as follows. On behalf of the Wake County Sheriff's Office, I want to extend our sincere appreciation and respect to you as you pass through Wake County during your walk for peace from Texas to Washington, D.C. Your journey and presence serve as a reminder of the values that bring us together: peace, understanding, and respect for one another. We are honored to welcome you to Wake County and grateful for the example you set, all you have met along the way. As you carry your message of peace, please accept our best wishes for your safe, strength, and continued impact of peace, no matter where your path takes you next. May you inspire compassion. Presented by Sheriff Willie L. Rain, Friday, January 23rd, 2026. In addition, I want to present on behalf of the 100 Sheriffs of Wake County and our Sheriff Association members, and also Wake County Sheriff County.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, members of council, for making me a part of this. This is such a humbling day, and I am so glad to be here. My heart is like full of love and peace right now, and I hope that this message that we are experiencing today, everybody can see that, and they can really spread more love and unity than what we see. Sorry, I'm getting a little emotional, but I would like to offer the town of Caribbean to the mall. Thank you.
We have one last presentation from Councilman Ed Gray, presenting again on behalf of the town of Apex.
Thank you, Mayor. It is truly an honor to have such revered, respected persons in our presence. And as guests of our community, it's always important to know that we have welcomed them into our hearts, but we also want to make sure that as they leave our great community, that they take a piece of that community with us. So it's with great pride that I offer a pin from our community for you to take as you go to other communities as a symbol of unity, but most importantly, as a gesture of peace that you take along with you.
Sir, we're so blessed that you're here. They all came to see you. All right, so the mic is yours. Thank you so much.
Thank you, Mayor. Thank you, City Council, Sir, and Chief, and Principal. And, hello, everyone. come out here. You don't have to. It's the fact is true that you hurt your parents both. I will tell you later. And you hurt yourself as well. And of course, we need to ask for forgiveness for those people who we have hurt them, injured them, with intention or without intention. And then we also have to forgive them. If they have done anything wrong to us, we ought to forgive them tonight. And then at last, we have to forgive ourselves. This is the most difficult thing here. We can be easily forgive the others, but difficult to forgive ourselves. If we have committed into something that is very hurtful, and you hold that regret, you won't forgive yourself, and that is why it drags us down. We cannot move. We suffer. So to forgive ourselves is very important. Super important. There's a quote said, if you don't have anyone to hang around with, if you don't have a friend, it's okay to live alone. But don't have an enemy. Never create an enemy for ourselves. Because that person will be in our way. Okay, so we should not have an enemy. Let us all do that forgiveness, asking for forgiveness first before the talk. Let us all relax. Close our eyes. Put the left hand over our heart, and then the right hand on top of the left hand. Gently close our eyes. Take a deep breath. Take another deep breath. And another one. Each and every beat within our heart. Be mindful with it. Continue feeling our heartbeat. Let us all remember our parent space within our heart. Think of the place, remember those two places. Whenever they need us just to give them a call, we say we're busy. We will call them later. But that moment never comes. There was times that they have prepared dinner for us, waiting for us to come home on their sofa. The food are getting colder and colder, and we're still not home. There are times they sit in front of the doors waiting for us to come home, yet we are not home. We left them with tears, sorrow, whenever they say something that we dislike, we walk out the door, left them with tears. Their love towards us is like the water in the oceans, but our love towards them is just like a drop of rain on the leaf that would dry out when the sun rises. There's a lot of time in life when we travel, when we hang out with friends. We have never thought about our parents. We have made them cry so many times in life, in sorrow and suffer. Now that we ask them for forgiveness, either they're still alive or passed away. We also forgive them if they have done anything wrong that is hurtful, that has injured us. Now let us think of our loved ones, our family members. Remember their faces. We ask them for forgiveness if we have done anything wrong in the past, mentally, verbally, or physically, and we also forgive them. Let us thank all of the beings we ask for forgiveness from all of them. We also forgive them if they have done anything wrong, hurtful, injured, with or without intention. Now think of yourself. Imagine your face within your heart. There are so many times in life that we have hurt ourselves in so many different ways. We create a lot of bad things, unwholesome things that makes us suffer. We have committed into unwholesome things that make us suffer. Now that we ask ourselves to forgive ourselves, let us free from all kinds of sufferings. Let us be well, be happy, and be peaceful. Take a deep breath. Another deep breath. And the last one. Thank you, everyone. course, we have the year of 2026 is going to be a different year, a different us. Is that right? We will no longer hold in hatred, anger, or anything like that towards anyone in this world. Can we do that? We should be like that. That is loving kindness. Without loving kindness, without compassion, there will be no peace. And we are coming out here for peace. That is the reason why I guide all of us to do the forgiveness meditation, to bring peace for ourselves. That is the practicing of loving kindness and compassion. Without these, there will be no world peace. Okay? I'm holding a red envelope. This is like our Lunar New Year's tradition. This is not money, okay? Usually every New Year, our parents, our teachers, and our brother and sister give us like red envelopes with money in it, lucky money. But City Council, she gave us also not money but gold. It's a chocolate gold chocolate. This will make my day sweet. You know, when we walk, our venerable monks, we have diabetes too, right? And then at the beginning, they might say that, no, I eat sweet because I have kind of diabetes I need to control. My sugar level is high. I say, okay, you will eat a lot of sugar later on. And then later on we eat all kind of sugar, all kind of sweets. You know why? Because we drain our energy. Calories, we drain it all. Walking every day 20 to 25, there's a day that we walk 32 miles per day. In the heat, the cold, all kind of weathers, that we drain our energies a lot, right? So this body asks for sweet, something sweet, to get energy to walk. Walking for 90 days is not an easy task. Who's in here already walked 20 miles per day? There are some people here that walk 20 miles per day, but for like one day or some time, right? Not continuously like we walk 90 days, right? So our walk started out from Fort Worth, Texas to here. And it's amazing to see all the people coming out in North Carolina when we enter into the state line. And it's just overwhelmed us with the amount of people. I don't know why and how. You don't have to go to work or something. But every day I have to ask this question every day for the last 7 days in North Carolina. Because everywhere we walk, there's just people standing on the road, and like right now. That's a love. It's so much love. Too much love. Well, how many of us here already listened to my talk? Okay, still a lot of people haven't listened to my talk yet, right? Do you want me to talk or do you want to ask questions? Talk? I don't know why you keep listening to the old thing over and over. You're not bored for real? Huh. sometimes I ask myself, is this real? Well, if you want to listen to talk, then I talk then. There's a venerable monks in our group. The age, the senior, the most senior monk is 70 years old. And the youngest one is 29 years old. Who's in here 70? Raise your hand. Okay, not many. Not many. Yes, I see some hands right there, but not many. But our most venerable is right here. He walked really well. I have to tell you, he's amazing. He walked and seemed like he's not tired or something. Back then he used to walk right behind me. Every time when I look back, he's right behind me. And these days, he's behind me with Aloka. You see that? I just mentioned Aloka and you sidetracked right away. This is exactly what I'm talking about. Never focus. How can we have peace here? That was just a test. Yeah, we failed big time. Imagine if Aloka suddenly walked out. You see, you would sidetrack again. It's all just a test. But Aloka is here, okay? Yes, Aloka is already back. Well, I didn't hear that when we came out. That's so sad. When we walk, every step, there are days that we walk like 30, 50, 60,000 steps. It's a lot of steps, right? But when we walk like that, if we are not mindful on our steps, we won't be able to make it here. Because mindfulness is something that can generate energies for us to walk. One day, we burned about over 3,000 calories based on the doctor, from the doctor team, the medical team inside, study over 3,000 calories. While we eat and consume all those food, it's not enough. And now, the medical team forced me to drink a lot of proteins every day. And so when we walk that way, if without you, without your support, without your love, along the road and like right here, I don't know how it's going to turn out. Because for me, originally, when I walk, before I take on this journey, I was just thinking that there will be just a couple thousand people throughout this journey that will actually stop and look at us. And that is why we only brought with us 1,000 pieces of peace bracelet. And now we pass out over 100,000 peace bracelet. So when we started out just like that, and I thought that when we walk, hoping that somebody just slow down and take a look at us, that is when they come back to themselves, to look back to themselves. And those are the people who I call, they will touch their heart, they will slow down, they will reflect themselves, and they will look back within for peace. But I have never thought, never expected this turnout. Never. And for my life, I stand in front of the members for different ceremony at the temple. I talk, MC, things like that, but not many people like this. It's the first time of my life standing in thousands and thousands and thousands of people to talk. So you are all my teachers. You know why? Because you giving me a chance to talk, to train myself. And I learn every day. I learn from you every day. Thank you so much for all that. Thank you for coming out and listening to my talk, even though I talked it over and over for the last 90 days. For the students here, how many students here tonight? Okay, you are so exciting now. Let me ask you, students, how's your school? Good? Do I need to ask principal? Well, how many of you that can focus in studying? Raise your hand. Not that excited like earlier. Wow. So what were we doing in school then? Just go to class as usual and then go home? Yeah? Somebody should say yeah? I believe so. I believe that's the goal. To wake up and then go to a school and then wait for the time to go home and hang out with friends, maybe? Yeah? And talk with our lovers? Our lovers is your cell phone. How many students have your own lovers with you right now? Were your lover with you the whole time in school? I believe so. It's always in your pocket. Guess what? This is the biggest challenge for all of us here. I challenge you to liberate your lovers. Only use it when you need. And when you don't need, you lock him or her up and put it in the casket or in the box. Can we do that? It's so easy to say yeah, but I don't think so. You can't live without him or her. How many of you that rush out that door and then you forgot your lover at home and you have to rush back to pick her and him up? A lot of us? How many of you brought your lover to the toilet and talked? Huh? All of us? What do you talk with him or her in the toilet though? Whispering? I love you something? So who is doing number 1 and number 2 for you? I know why most of the people nowadays have constipation. Because you just go into the toilet and sit there and talk with your lovers. You're not focusing in doing number 1 and number 2. It's because our mind can only do one thing at a time. Either you do this or you do that. You keep on focusing on your lover, how can you do the other things? And guess what? How many students in this school?
2,100.
2,100. How many toilets we have here?
Not enough.
Not enough. You hear that, students? Not enough. Imagine if you go into that toilet and lock yourself in there and talk with your lovers. There are so many students out there suffering, waiting for their turns. You see that? You know that, right? And sometimes you're not mindful. Well, you're already not mindful when you're in that toilet. And now you have to change your liver. You know how? Why? Because you're not mindful. You drop your liver into that bowl. And now you have to change it now a new one. You waste more money from your parents or yourself. That is the reason why we cannot stay at this present moment. Because we always headed out there, checking on social media, on website and YouTube and Facebook and everything. And now you have to check for waffle keys too. So more job for you to do. That is the reason why we always been sidetracked. We are not mindful on studying when you have a book out there on your table ready to read, but your lover is right beside it. And your eyes always catch your lover, not the books, not those letters in that book. Is that right? Same thing at home, you do in your homework. Friends text you, call you, and now you cannot focus on your homework. All these things happening surround us every single day. Every single day. How can we focus? Either school or work. There is no way that we can stay focused. That is why we lose our memories every day. Because now imagine without your lover, how can you make a call to your friends or to somebody? Because you don't remember their phone number. Is that right? How many of you remember 5 phone numbers? How about the students? See, second head like this. No, not even 5? That is why, because every time when you need, you just type, and then done. We don't use this anymore. Right? And this is shrinking every day. Our mind, our brain is not active anymore. But now AI. You also depend on AI to do your work, your schoolwork as well. Is that right? How many of you write an essay with your AI instead? No? I am so glad. You see, all those things in this world nowadays, we attach to it. We attach to it too much, way too much. And that is why we cannot let go. We cannot let go. The more you hold it, the more you keep it inside of our mind, the more you will suffer. We will suffer a lot if we record it, if we keep everything in it. Just like those trees over there. You see those trees without leaves over there? Can we see? Yes? Okay. The trees. Now, because it's winter, it shed off its leaves, right? Because it knows, that tree knows that if it keeps all those leaves on it, it cannot survive. So the tree knows when to set it off to conserve its energies, ready for the spring. Ready for the spring. We, as human beings, we also collect a lot of things. We carry a lot of things in our mind. Not happy, stress, anxiety, depression, greedy, anger, hatred, all those things, delusions. We collected it all and record it in here and keep it in there for a long time. We don't know how to set it off. We just keep it in there, collect everything, and I call those are trash. because they are not usable. They are just make us suffer only. So that's why I always call those defilement mines or trash. And we keep on collecting and put it in there without letting it go. We should learn those trees, knowing when to let go, when to hold it, what should hold, what should let go. Let's say those leaves are old enough, it's messed up by the weather, crop healers, or anything like that. The trees know to shed that leaf off from the tree to preserve its energy. And when the winter comes, it knows that it cannot survive if it keep holding all those leaves on it. So it's shed it all off. But us, we don't know how to do that. If we can, every day, one thing comes to our life, to ourselves, we should just let it go right away. Set it off right away. Then we will no longer suffer. Our day will be much better and peaceful. It's just because we don't want to let it go. And for those, anything that is suffer, anything that is bad, anything that makes us sorrow, then we tend to keep it longer with us. But anything that is happy, we tend to forget it real quick. And our mind is always pick up all those trash to chew it over and over. Only trash. How silly it is. Just thinking about the past, thinking about the future, thinking about all those unhappy things. And just pop up and then we chew it over and over. Thinking over and over with all those thoughts. That is when you're overwhelmed with thoughts. And you become stressed, anxiety, depression. Students, your mind is really weak. It's because you dependent on the others, dependent on technologies way too much. You cannot use this. The more you dependent on the other things, technologies and things out there to support you, without using our brain, without using our mind, your mind will become weaker and weaker every day. And that is when things happen to your life. You cannot bear those feelings. You build up stress, anxiety, and depression and commit to suicide. A lot of students came to our temple and talk with me, ask for help. So in order for us to change our life, we need to change it from now, start from now, to be more mindful on our things. That we are always multitask ourselves. Right? You do a lot of things at once. You eat and watching movie at the same time. Eat and talk and watching TV at the same time. You go to the toilet with your lover at the same time. You go to bed with your lover at the same time. You wake up with your lover at the same time. In the middle of the night, you could not sleep. You wake up, you grab your lover, and you could not go back to sleep. Is that right? Everything we do in this life is just like a robot like that. How can we have a peaceful day? Very difficult for us to have a peaceful day. We know that it's way, way hard and difficult for us to have a peaceful day, but we can ruin that peaceful day very easy and quickly. While we work really hard to have that peaceful day. And just one word from a stranger, one word from your friend or your father, mother, or your husband and wife, or anyone, you messed up your day right away. Not easy. Because we always react. Always react just like that. When you hear something to this ear, you react right away. And when you react like that, you cannot hold your speech. You will say hurtful things. You cannot hold your action. You will harm yourself and harm the others. And when you encounter into a fight, students, when you encounter into a fight, there are only 3 places for all of us to go if we encounter a fight. Hospital, jail, funeral. These are the 3 places for us to go if we encounter into a fight, right? It's all because of reacting quickly, so fast that we cannot control. So we need to change that. Instead of react right away, we take a deep breath, like what we did earlier. Take a deep breath, feel our chest, feel our heartbeat, right? When you take a deep breath, you will calm yourself down. When your mind is calm, you will not react like before anymore. In our Vietnamese, we have a quote says, before you say something, roll your tongue 7 times. Roll it 7 times, so to be sure that whatever you're going to say, it has to be beautiful. It cannot be hurtful. Think twice before we say it. That's what it means. But we are not mindful enough to see all those things. When somebody shouts at us or yells at us or curses at us, we are not mindful enough to come back within to manage that emotion. That is the most difficult things right there. In order for you to roll your tongue, to think twice, you have to have mindfulness. And mindfulness is something that is practicing with everyday life activities within our breath. Breathing is something that we all have as a being. Without breathing, we die. But we are breathing right now, isn't it? But seems like we died a long time ago. Do you know why? Because we just breathe and breathe just like a robot, like a machine. We never pay attention to our breath. Barely pay attention to our breath. Earlier, you hold your heart. You feel your heartbeat. How many times in our life that we actually did that? No? Very few? It's our heart. That's your life. But you couldn't even recognize it. You don't even know it's beating fast or slow. You don't even know. Your breath going in long or short, you don't even know. Just breathe to survive. Just take the air in and out to survive. That's all we did for so long. Now is the time for us to come back within, to look into each and every breath. Because there will be time that you have to fight for it. All of us will have to fight for each and every breath for our life. That is when we are about to die. At that moment, you will realize how important it is, those breaths, how important it is. But it's too late. Because we don't have the habit of coming back within to look at our breath. Even if you know how to come back with your breath, you cannot stay focused. When we cannot stay focused, it means that we are not living in this present moment, here and now. But this is what we really need, is here and now, this present moment. So for us to practice that, we have to practice every day to build a new habit. To build a new habit. And in order for us to have a new habit, we have to practice continuously within 64 days non-stop. Even after 64 days, that new habit is still new. If you don't continue, you will go back to the old habit again. Let's say if you set your alarm to get up at 5 a.m. every day, there will be time you are very tired, sleep late, and then when the alarm goes off, you say, oh, I was so tired, I slept late last night. I went to bed late, so it's okay, I'll take a nap. I'll get up within 5 minutes, 5 hours later. Right? I'm telling you, that bed is going to grow arms and legs to grab you down if you snooze that alarm. That's human being laziness. We cannot fight with ourselves. That is why there's a quote saying, if we win the war, we go to the war and fight. If we win 1,000 times, it's not even compared to we win ourselves just one time. It's because our mind is not that we lazy, it's our mind is cheating us. We don't want to be lazy, but our mind is always acting up, it's always cheating us. The mind is very important. That's why I say the mind is like a wild animal. It's very difficult to put it under control. Very hard. We always want to be a better person. We always want to be good and do a lot of things. But because of tiredness, and the mind is talking with the brain, oh, it's okay, it's cold out there, it's okay, I will comfort you, just rest. That's the mind and the brain talking together like that every day. Every time when we have that kind of laziness, that thought, second thought about waking up. Just those thoughts. And this is when we need to learn how to manage our emotion, how to be mindful with our everyday life activities. All those activities in life, like I mentioned, when you eat, just mindful with eating. When you go to the toilet, mindful with it. When you drink, when you change, when you go driving, when you go to the market, anything, just be mindful with one thing only. And then within this breath, now we come back to the breathing. One day, we should have time for ourselves, right? We should. We can make time. If you can make time for yourself in the morning, during the day, at night time, just to sit down and then focus on our breathing. Focus in our breathing, breathe in and then breathe out. Instead of just breathe, now we add awareness to it. Add the awareness to each and every breath going in and out. Just like a gatekeeper sitting right here by the nostril, seeing who go in and who's go out. And that gatekeeper knows who go in and who go out. That's all. Just aware of that breath going in and out without forcing our breath. Just let it go in and out naturally. And then when we breathe in, we breathe out, our mind pop up with thoughts. All those trash that I mentioned earlier, all those unhappy things, undesirable things, it will pop up. When it pop up, for most of us, we don't have the habit of bringing our concentration back to this present moment. We follow all those thoughts until the end, and we imagine more things to it. We added more things to that thought. And that's why we cannot stay at this present moment. So now instead of following the thoughts, which is the monkey, I call monkey mind. When that monkey mind pop up, we should just acknowledge it. Observe that thought, or I have thought. Acknowledge that we have thought by saying silently 3 times, thought, 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 come back here with the breathing. This is how we bring our concentration back to this present moment with the breathing in and out. And then breathe in, breathe out, another thought pop up. Now we acknowledge it, come back here again. Come back to the breathing. That's all we need to do. When you hear noise, when you hear anything, just acknowledge those as sound, come back here. Sensation, feelings on this physical body. Maybe you feel like insect crawling on your face. That is not something that crawling on your face. It's just because when you focus, then that sensation will rise. Just acknowledge it's itchy, come back here. Numb, pain, acknowledge it and come back here. That's how we train ourselves to have a new habit of coming back and concentrate on one thing. One thing, which is the breathing, right? We train ourselves to have more focus and concentration. If we can do this every day, you will become a different person.
Says she has batteries.
Yeah, we're my athletic director is.
It looks like it's out of battery.
No!
I don't have any control over that. I told her, she said AD was taking care of it.
Yeah, it's not the thing, it's batteries.
I drained the battery out. Okay, let me wrap this up so we can go home. Again, concentration on our breathing, okay? When we concentrate, we practice every day. That is when we bring peace for ourselves. Remember, without mindfulness, there will be no peace for us. And please understand that peace will always begin from ourselves, not from out there, not from anyone, but from us. And this is something that we have to practice every day to have peace. And once we are at peace, our family member will be at peace because they don't have to look at our sadness face or frustrated face, right? Peace always begins from our world, not that outside world, but our inside world, and then our family first. And then we spread out to neighbors, friends, co-workers, and society. And every day, please remember that in the morning when our mind is still fresh and clear, don't let it pick up all the trash, to chew it, to think it over and over. Don't let that old habit drag us down anymore. Instead of doing that, letting the mind chew in all those thoughts, we get a piece of paper and a pen now. Write down the statement, very simple and short. Today is going to be my peaceful day. Okay? I repeated this so many times, at least twice a day for the last 90 days. It's very simple, but it's very powerful. But you have to use the paper and a pen with the mind to do one thing together. Without the paper and the pen, we just thought about it, think about it, it's not strong enough because we don't have the habit, remember? So now that with a paper and a pen, we write that down and read it over and over with our eyes, and at the end, we read it out loud with our mouth to state it to the universe that today is going to be my peaceful day. We can read it out loud to tell the universe that today is going to be our peaceful day, so that no one in this world can mess it up except ourselves. Remember, no one can mess it up, only us. If you don't let people mess it up, you won't mess it up. That's because you react. That's why you mess it up. If you don't react, it belongs to that person. It means you don't take it, it belongs to that person. And so let us all say this statement one time together after I count to 3. Today is going to be my peaceful day, okay? 1, 2, 3.
Today is going to be my peaceful day.
That energy right there, that voice, that sound, if all the people in this country and around the world can repeat just this one statement every day, to radiate that to the universe. The universe received that, it will shower back down with love and kindness and compassion and peace. This world will bloom and flourish with peace. This is how we make this world to be a better place for all beings to live. Not the venerable monks. We cannot do that. No one in this world can do that. But by the power of all beings, all people in this world doing that together, this world will definitely change. Because of the power of that mindfulness of everybody. So we are all walking together, not just the monk. Are you walking together with the venerable monks in spirit?
Yes.
That is how we should walk, by practice mindfulness and compassion and loving kindness for ourselves. Every day like that, to bring world peace to ourselves first, our inner world, and then spread it out little by little, step by step. The world will be at peace. That's what the message that we always carry with us and share with everyone. And thanks for all the support and all the love and all the hospitality from all of you that coming out to support this mission and then walk in spirit with us. Thank you so much. And there is one thing that I have to remind. Earlier today when we walked, it was really a mess. Because so many people and everybody trying to chase after the venerable monks. I understand it's something new, something that we want to report video and things like that. And we also, there are some people wanted to walk with the monks just to experience. There's nothing wrong with it. And nothing wrong with all those things. It's just that we already request everybody not to walk with the monks because after the accident, it is a lot of responsibilities, a lot of things for us. And then when we walk, when we rush through the crowd while they already standing on the side of the street hours, silently and patiently waiting for the venerable monks to come just for them to see one time in their life, to experience and to offer. But when we walk on the side along with the monks like that and we rush through the crowd, it breaks the whole thing. The atmosphere, everything is not calm anymore. It's become like a concert or something, but this is not. This is a walk for peace. And people just running back and forth, crossing everywhere. It's just making everybody not happy. It's not calm. So I respectfully ask every one of us who love peace, who come out for peace, will just walk with us in spirit only. And if you need to do video, just video the section where the monk walked through you, walk across in front of you, just for that short section. It's more than enough. But if we just come out for this one purpose of videoing it for social media, then I think that will create more chaos to the peoples around, and we should respect everybody. And this is my respectfully and sincerely request everybody to support this mission because this is very important for all beings. We all suffer enough already. Is that right? We don't need more things to this life. So we should support this mission by creating a very calm and beautiful walk for everybody to have the experience in their life. This is once in a lifetime because we will never walk back to this route. Because even if we have to another walk, it's probably a different route, right? So this is one time. We don't know about the future, but probably this is going to be only one time. So let everybody have a chance to be together, to support, to love peace, to raise awareness of peace and compassion and loving kindness. Thank you, everyone. Okay, and last thing, I don't know if we be able to pass out the peace bracelet. Are we, officer? Or we already arranged? Officer say, I don't know. Well, do we have peace bracelet here? Yes? Well, these peace bracelet, we will pass it out. We hand it out for you. And please don't ask to take the pictures because there are so many people here. We will love for everyone to have one to go home. And please be mindful when you're driving home, okay? Safely. And this is a test for yourself to see if your peace is still with you until you get home or not. Seriously, because it's very easy to be fragile. Thank you, everyone.